Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome. It's Fun Friday. Welcome to Friday. Yay. Whoop, whoop. It's the weekend, guys, and I know I'm late. You guys are probably watching for me. I wanted to come on like 15 minutes ago, but I had a knock at my door, so I had to answer that. I had to do some other things, and then I realized I was missing something out of here. So we are here now, and I am so excited. You guys are going to love this Fun Friday this time around. I am hoping we get some eyeballs in here, and you guys, because I'll probably be asking for opinions, okay? So if you guys have seen any of my recent posts, I talked about a haul recently that I had, and that my husband and I found this cute crate. And it is a suitcase. It's kind of like paper. It's like a paper box type thing. It's like cardboard, but it is Peter Rabbit. And I will show you guys some more of this. This was $5.99 at Ross, you guys. So I don't have a link or anything for you, but you got to keep your eyes peeled. And I also have some other ideas for you as well. It doesn't necessarily need to be this particular case. But we're going to make a vignette and we're going to put some stuff together. Hi, Tony. Welcome on in. You are my first eyeballs, my friend. And Tony, I have got to get you're actually going to get one of the things I'm working with is going to be in your napkin pack. So yay for that. I'm trying to get the price tag off, y'all, but I'm just going to use my dryer later. So, okay, there's only a couple people. So if you guys are watching this part, it's probably the replay. So make sure you tell me you are here. We are going to decorate and make this into a vignette tonight. So we have a couple different things we're going to work on. I'm just cleaning up my space because I wasn't ready. So I'm going to put this off to the side, and we're going to I'm going to show you some things that I got for this. So I do have some paper. Okay, we're going to try some paper in there just to kind of lift our items up. You can also use foam. You could use like any type of wood pieces like this, and this is just for like display only, okay? I did get some of this green raffia. I actually found this at a thrift store. I've used a little bit of it, but I have a feeling we're going to use some more of it tonight. And then we are also going to make a peat pot. Now, I only have the little baby ones. I kind of wish I had a bigger one for this, but that's okay. Hello, my CBFF. How are you? And then I do have this carrot. I pulled it apart earlier by accident, so we're actually gonna help it along a little bit. But I actually took it outside, and I have been coffee staining the carrots. So these are the ones that you get at Dollar Tree. This is kind of like that terry cloth one. So first things first, I'm actually going to see how the stuffing's inside. I pulled the little tab that was holding it together because I thought it was the price. So I'm going to just get in here real quick and just kind of glue this kind of together. We're going to help it along though. I'm going to add some brown wire to this. So you guys, we're just going to be working on a couple different pieces for this tonight, and then we're going to put it all together at the end, and I can't wait to show you what I have planned. So it might be a little bit longer live, so if you're doing stuff, please continue to do it. This is always on replay, and you can always fast forward the parts that you don't see or that you want to see. Hello, my sweet Terry. How are you? Oops, I better hold this together a little bit more. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Welcome on in. You guys, I am so excited about this. We're going to be working with a couple different things today. Thank you, my love. I was so thirsty, you guys. He brought me a drink. Hi, Amy. Ooh, there's a lot of peach in that tea. It's the Arizona brand. He's being so weird. Anyway, you guys, I hope everybody has a fun Friday planned. So as you can see, I'm kind of dressed as a farmer today. And partially the reason why I was late, I'm not going to lie, something came to my door, and it was this one piece that I bought. And it kind of looks like a farmer, and it totally goes with what we're doing today. So you're making dinner and watching. Okay, awesome. What are we having for dinner, Brenda? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tie some of this brown wire around it just to give it a little bit more something other than looking like the Dollar Tree. So we're gonna make it look kind of neat. So I'm gonna wrap it around a couple times, but let's see who else is on here. You guys, I know there's a lot of you know, there's some events this weekend. So you guys know the Quad Squad. It's their 2-year anniversary. I'm not in it, but all of my friends are. And I will be watching when we do our different things, because I have thing. Meatballs over rice. Ooh, that's a nice light dinner. I like that. You know, I often struggle with finding dinners that are like light on your stomach, because you know how sometimes you just don't feel like a full meal. That's actually a really good one. Okay, so I'm going to kind of make a little squiggly on this. We're just going to kind of tie it around here. I'm probably going to have to glue it in one spot, but maybe not. We'll see. There you go. And we can actually put another one on here, so it just kind of dresses it up a little bit. Here, let me put just another little piece. So Brenda, your package is on the way, my dear. I can't wait for you to get your items, your kit. I hope you like it. I just, you know, I added a little extra little thing in there for you guys too. And then you guys can do whatever you want with that. So I do request, I am saying, you know, it's not a request, like formal request, but I would love for you to send me a picture when it's all done so I can see what yours looks like. Because all of them are going to be different, because we're all so different, you guys. All right, so this is going to be my carrot piece. So this is going to be fairly easy. And I'm just going to pull this through and just kind of wrap it around again. We can actually do another little curly if we wanted to, but I might leave this one straight. There we go. Just kind of sticking out. And it just kind of looks a little bit more fun this way. Can you see that now? You'll see it when it's all together. You're so excited. I'm so glad. You know, a couple of the followers, you know, did their own versions of it. And I'm loving to see everybody's different versions. I'm sorry, guys. I am so thirsty. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Okay. So if you just joined me, this is what we're going to be working with. We're actually making different things for element to go into this. This is a box. It's the Peter Cottontail, or it's the Peter Rabbit. He's sitting there reading the book and everything. So it's the Peter Cottontail. Hello, Jeanette. I don't know why I called you Jeanette. So wait till you see what's inside. We're going to work on each project here and there. So for my first item, besides my little carrot, I'm going to make a little peat pot. Now they do have these in different sizes. I was just saying I wish I had the bigger one, but we're going to deal with this. And I'm just going to paint this very lightly. I have lots to tell me. Well, girl, go ahead and text me everything. You could do a whatchamacallit message. Really, I have no paintbrushes in here that I want. All my paintbrushes are out there, you guys. Thought I was going to be more prepared. You know what? Hold on. Let me see. I got some more paintbrushes. I'll just have to take them out of this stash because that's not paintbrushes I really want. I've been working so much and I was painting today, which is why. Okay. This and this is what I want. So, all right, you guys. I'm so excited. So you see the outfit? I look like a little farmer. And that's going to be perfect with this actual craft. So I'm taking my Waverly plaster and I'm just going to paint my peat pot. Okay, nothing fancy. I'm going to have a baby wipe handy though, because we have a couple different elements to work on this and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a couple different little things. So hopefully you guys will like it. I know I'm excited for it. Okay, brand spanking new, you guys. Are we supposed to wash our paintbrushes before we use them? Somebody told me that, and I just didn't understand. I wasn't sure if that was something that I believed. Okay, and I'm going to kind of just do a nice little light coat because I kind of want a rustic look, like the pot has been, you know, outside for a little while. So let me know what you guys think. And we're going to do some other things to it too. You'll have to call me. Girl, I'm trying to think. Don't call me tomorrow because I will be at the doctor's office. I have labs and stuff to do tomorrow morning, so it can't be tomorrow. Tonight is date night. Our date is gonna consist of going to the grocery store, but we're probably gonna watch a movie and stuff. I'm trying to think what is a good time. Probably Sunday. You can call me Sunday. I probably won't have anything to do. Actually, that's not true. I'm trying out a new church before Easter, because every Easter I go to church, and I have not found one. I shouldn't say that because last year I didn't do it, but I haven't found one near me yet that I like. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out where I'm going to go for Easter Sunday service. Yes, but you could call me, girl, or text me and see if I'm available first, I guess. All right, so let me see. So I am going to just finish this up. Like I said, I'm just doing a nice little, trying to use the little paint that's in here because I don't need to dip all of that in there. But I just kind of want to give it a little bit of a rustic look too. So I'm leaving some of that brown on there. And we're not going to see the bottom, so I don't care about the bottom. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to put that off to the side because that's not important right now. It'll blend in later. We'll have to see. I was at Johns Hopkins today for my blood work. Hello, Melissa. Melissa, I've got to message you. For some reason, I can't do it from my phone. I probably have to message you from my regular page. Because it's funny. Some people I can't message back. It says that they're unavailable to message back, even when they message me for my business. Okay, Sunday sounds good. Awesome. Okay, so I got that done and I got that done. So my next thing that I want to do is we are going to make, because obviously Peter Rabbit is part of a book series. So as you can see on the cover here, he is reading a little book. So we are going to make a book. I'm trying to not let you guys see what's in here. So this is it's a smaller book. It's not like a real big book. So this one I found at Dollar Tree. And obviously we're going to paint this and just have it sitting there, so it doesn't really matter what book it is. I did get a white one though, because I am going to decoupage this napkin all over the book. And then, ooh, there's one more thing on my printer I have to go run and get. Christy's just all out of sorts today. I actually have been doing all of my packing of my boxes and all of my invoices and all of my shipping. And Melissa, you are the last person that I am going to be invoicing because I have to wait for your carrots are outside drying right now, Melissa, because I grunged them up today. And I'm going to be finishing up your carrot piece, and it'll go out with everything in the morning. So that's going to be my plan, is to work on that. And we're going to pack up the car tonight. So I'll be finishing that up tonight. And I'm just going to ship it out, but I will give you your invoice here in the next couple of days. You'll get the invoice for it. Okay, so you guys, because the napkin is 4 pieces like this. This has Peter Rabbit on it, so it goes perfect with what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm making the pattern kind of go to the side so you can see it. Actually, I was thinking about doing this. And now I'm thinking I'll probably do that because, yeah, I'll probably do that. Well, yeah, we'll probably do that. So I'm going to probably cut half of this then, and then just kind of line it up. And I'm just going to kind of make this in the background. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to do the front and the back just because that way you could turn it if you wanted to arrange it a different way. Because the book is white, I don't need to do anything else. And then I think I'm going to put something around the edges because there is a title back here. So we want to hide the title. So I'm just going to use the paper Mod Podge on this. That's what we're going to do. And I'm just going to kind of line up everything. Now you could use the iron-on method. I'm just going to kind of put it on and just kind of do it that way. Oh, okay. No problem. Yeah, no problem. I'm not worried about you, girl. I know you're always here, so it's other people. Like I had somebody message me and say, oh, can you ship this to me in New York? But I've never seen, ooh, that's not good. Hold on, guys. I've never seen them before on my page, and I don't even know if they're real, so most likely they're a scam. And yes, I did already take care of it, and I put them in with the spam calls, because I'm not doing that. If it's not somebody I know already, then you're probably not a follower, and you're probably fake. So if I've never seen you on my page, I'm sorry. You know. And I'm sorry if you're a silent watcher and you message me for something, but you gotta say something so I know you're real, because there's just too many scams out there. And I know my crafty friends know what I'm talking about. That shot out there like a rocket, you guys. That's okay. I'm gonna roll with it. I'm trying to put that extra in there. This is why I love that little spatula, because it gets up everything, almost everything. Okay, so we're going to put a nice little coat on all of it. Make sure it covers the book pretty well. Here, let me move this out of the way, because I think we're done with that. We don't need it. Lord knows we don't need any more Mod Podge. And I just like using the paper because I feel like it's a little bit easier on like napkins and paper and stuff. A little bit less wrinkled. You could probably use your wrinkle-free Scotch glue too, but I have not. I don't think I'm going to try it with this one. Okay. Now I'm going to line this up how I want it. And then I'm going to use my little, this thing. I have a little bit of that saran wrap on there. Hello, Sharon from work. Are you feeling better, Sharon? My goodness, I hope you are, girl. I know you went through the ringer last week. Okay, and now I'm gonna try to, I'm pulling it just a tiny bit. Don't give enough tension to where it's gonna rip. But that's what I'm doing here. I'm just pulling it a little bit and kind of making it smooth. It does not have to be perfect because it's just a book cover, but still. Okay, now I'm going to take my dryer, which is back here. I'm going to dry this up a little bit. I will say there is a small odor with the paper one, but it's not like going to choke you or anything. It's not bad. I think I ripped a little bit there, but that's okay. Nothing that a baby wipe can't handle. Okay, now, I don't even have my sander in here, you guys. That's okay. We're gonna just rip it. We're gonna do the rip method. So I'm just pulling down on it. And we can get our edges later. So this is what we are going to do. Okay, and now we have a really pretty, let me get this piece off. Probably help if I have wet hands, but there we go. Okay, now we have a really pretty book cover. See, there's our book cover. Hello, everyone. Hi, Nina. How are you? Nina, wait till we see what we're making, girlfriend. It's going to be awesome. Okay. So, give me 1 second. I'm going to grab, I did get all that Mod Podge on the side of this, but that's okay, because we're going to We're going to cover that anyway. I think I'm going to paint that. Hold on, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just paint that piece. So tonight is going to be a little bit of a long haul, but it's going to be worth it when we see everything together. So I know Brenda's cooking some meatballs and rice. What is everybody else cooking tonight? I want to know. I don't know what we're having. I didn't even think to ask him. He was off today. My husband was trying to do some overtime today, and he got up and he got ready for work, you guys. He was like ready to leave out of the car, and he looked at his schedule, and they took him off the schedule for overtime. So he got up for nothing. Oh, he was so mad this morning, you guys. I was like, oh no, you did all that for nothing? Because usually, you know, he works hard outside in the heat and stuff, so I'm good. Spent the day taking care of my grandbaby, then had some some boiled crawfish. See, that's not something I am ever brave enough to try, Nina. Oh my gosh, that sounds like an amazing day though. I was thinking about grandkids the other day, but I'm still young to have grandkids. But my kids are old enough to give me grandkids. At least 2 of them are. I keep telling my one son he needs to marry his girlfriend. Because we love her. Okay, I did dip that in water. I'm just kind of brushing it on just a little bit because I saw some areas where you can kind of still see some words, but it's okay. All right, guys, this is going to dry. We're going to play Marco Polo for just a second. I have sausage and eggs. Ooh, yum. Ooh, I got a story to tell you. Hold on. We're going to play Marco Polo for just 1 second. Because I have to go get something that I printed out for this today. Did I bring it in here? No, I did not. My pens are attacking me. Hi, Marlene. Crawfish is the best. Ooh, I don't know if I'm brave enough to try it. I know Beth really likes crawfish. She always talks about it. Okay. Hold on, guys. Tell everybody hi when they come in. Marco Polo. Yes, you guys can say hi to each other. Okay. So sorry, I printed something off today and I had to go find it, but then I printed off labels too, so I had to go find it underneath all the rest of the labels that I still need to put on my boxes. Okay. So there's that. Now, let's see. I want to grab a piece of fabric, which I think, let's see. This one might look cute. I just want to add a little, I don't know, just a little something to this. This is like old fabric. Sharon, I think you actually gave me this. I don't even know. But I want to try to put just a piece of fabric on the side here so it makes the book look more interesting. It's your first grandbaby. Hello, Cheryl. How are you? Welcome on in, my friend. We're making some cute things for our little vignette tonight, which is all about Peter Cottontail. So I don't know. I loved this story as a kid. It was, you know, it's very, I think it originated in England, actually. I kind of want to rip this and see what it does. Oh, yeah, it'll rip. Okay, that's what I wanted. That's what we wanted. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little blue piece right here, just on the side. It'll cover up some of the images, but not all of them. You can still see, you know, Mama and the babies and stuff. So I should have done some more research about this, about the book and stuff, but I didn't think to do that. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do it, you guys. I'm actually going to glue it on the inside. That way it looks like a bookmark, sort of. Christy needs some more glue. I need to get some more glue sticks. You guys, it was funny. I was cleaning out my craft room and I found a brand new thing of glue sticks. So I was like, well, that comes in handy, doesn't it? All right, so far we've painted our little peat pot, not pea pot. We've made our little carrot. I coffee stained this and we put little curly cues on it. Just, you guys really haven't missed so much yet, okay? We're gonna get to the good stuff here in just a little bit. But I wanna go ahead and just kind of glue this on here. So, and I think I'm gonna keep it open so that if we wanted to like put something through that ribbon on this side, we can. Let me hold that there for a second, you guys. Okay, see, there we go. See, we don't really even need to do the back, but I'm gonna leave it there. You love the carrot? Peapot. I know, right? Peapot. You guys know what I meant. Okay, and then just to kind of finish this off, I have this cute little, it's almost like ATC size, but it's Peter Rabbit. So I'm gonna decoupage that to the front. Actually, I might just use my regular glue on that one. So it looks like a little stamp, and I think it'd be really cute on the front. Just kind of like an angle. It's almost like we're doing like a scrapbook type thing. Okay, there we go. So that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to kind of make it really cute and pretty. So I think we're gonna use this though. We're gonna do that one. So I've told you guys tonight might be a little bit longer just because we have a lot of little elements to go. But once we got all of our pieces together, it's gonna go together so beautifully. And we're just gonna play with it and see how we like things. Okay, see how I messed up on that piece? I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in and kind of hide it. And this is just, if you wanna just take the pieces, you don't have to do this, but you can take like, you know, the idea of what I did. Like, we just made over that whole book super cute. So this is what we have now. We have a little Peter Cottontail book. So now we have our carrot and our book and our peat pot. You guys, I can't say that 5 times fast. I'm telling you. Okay, so we're going to put that one to the side. Now we're going to work on something else. So a lot of you that were on my live last night, you guys, it's getting hot here. So I'm just like, I've been running around crazy today with all the orders and stuff. A lot of you that were on my live last night, you heard me say something to you about giving you like this is kind of like a hint as to what we're doing. Well, it's not just the theme, but it is also kind of a hint to what we are doing today. And we are making, for our little vignette, I'm going to put this down so I can show you. I think we're done with napkins. This is what we're making. We're turning this into a little vignette. It's going to be super cute. And inside, we are going to be putting some cabbage. So I did one already, and this is a smaller one, because I wanted to make sure it was going to work. And I'm going to do one with you guys. Because I did yesterday my internet was down for work, so I had to do something, and I was like, okay, well, you know, I had to stay close to my phone, but I was actually in my kitchen with my headset constantly refreshing Alexa to make sure it wasn't, you know, working. But I coffee stained some of these coffee filters. What I did was I put very, very little like watered down coffee to give it like a rustic type look. And then, hello Denise. And I put some green paint. And of course, I didn't grab the bottle again because it's still in the kitchen along with my paintbrushes and everything else. But all you're going to need is your glue tool. Some people use U-shaped floral pins, but you don't necessarily need that because I made this all with glue. We are driving back from Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach! Oh, that's awesome! That's awesome, girl! Okay, and then we're going to be using a styrofoam. Now, if you have a smaller case, which I'll show you at the end, they have smaller ones, okay? You may want to use a smaller ball. But I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. And we'll see and count. I just made like a whole stack of these and put them in here. So let me move this out of the way. All right. So a lot of you may have seen some of your crafty friends do this. I think they've used the U-pins though. But you can't have a Peter Rabbit story without a cabbage, okay? So this is why we were doing the Peter Rabbit and the cabbage on the cards last night. Now we're gonna actually make a real one. And I don't know, I think this one turned out pretty good, you guys. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, that and the carrot is super cute. Now some of them are a little bit greener because it was closer to the bottom where the die was. So I think I'm gonna put those kind of in the middle there. So I'll use those first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue on two sides of my ball. And if you were using pins, you would do it the same way. And I honestly, I actually learned how to make my first one from Donna with Cypress Designs and then Sam. So both of them kind of taught me at the same time. So this, if you're using a glue tool that has different settings, you may want to put the low setting on this one because you're going to be cupping your ball a lot with this one and kind of holding it in place. And it does take a little bit of time. So that's why I said we're in this for the long haul, you guys. I wanted to start a little bit early tonight in case y'all had plans. So the first one's really important for you to kind of keep together because it wants to melt that styrofoam. But once we go in with the layers and the coffee filters, it'll help that. So I just kind of like held it together even while it melts a little bit. But while it's drying out or while it's thickening and hardening, it'll still stick. So we're gonna just put our first piece on this. Hey Siri, turn my do not disturb on. I don't know if she's gonna listen to me. Never mind. Hopefully no one calls me at this point. Because I forgot to put it on do not disturb, of course. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, we have that. That's your center. And then we're gonna go ahead and put a little glue here. And then we're gonna wrap this side. And we'll keep it there for just a second. So this one can be a little time consuming, but honestly, if you have the pins, you can sit there and do these on your lap, or, you know, just do them at the table while you're listening to music or, you know, your podcast, whatever, and it'll definitely keep time away. Tick time away. Okay, so then we're gonna go in on this one. We're just gonna put a little bit more glue on each of like the four sides. And now that it's sticking more to the coffee filter and not like the styrofoam, then we're good to go. Then you're just gonna kind of squish it in there, just like regular cabbage. And this is kind of what we were doing yesterday, but we weren't gluing so much yesterday. And you can leave some leaves inside, like loose. Hello, my Wanda. How are you? Your box is all done, girl. I know you're excited. I'll be getting those out in the morning on my way to the doctor's appointment. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and do another row. So I'm just gonna start here. It doesn't really matter where you start. And then squish those in there. I think I have this on high after me giving you guys a lecture about putting it on low. Oh, goodness me. But you can even use like a sock or a glove or something. So, but like I said, if you use a smaller ball, they'll come out a little smaller. And you can even pull them this way too, so you don't have to touch them. Like you can pull the tops together. I'm good. Sorry I'm late. I fell asleep. That's okay. I tried to take a little power nap right after work. And then, of course, I got behind here. So I was a little late. I said I was going to be on a little bit after 6, but I think it was more like 6:30. So it was still the 6 o'clock hour, though. I got to give myself a little credit. All right, so we're going to put our 4 little pieces and then just kind of squish it in. And I think I'm going to make this one, I'm probably going to make this one a couple more. So we'll do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 or 10 layers, depending how big you want it, really. But we're going to see how this works. And if you see where you're not liking it, you can just put a little glue in there. Like that's a little too open for me. Do you know what this reminds me of, guys? It reminds me of Feed Me Seymour. From the Little Shop of Horrors. That's what it reminds me of. Oh, yes, I have. Thank you. I reminded myself. So, Melissa, you said you were having sausage and eggs. So I have a funny story for you, speaking of green. So my husband is he works in the cable internet field. So he's a field technician. And he goes out and fixes everybody's cable and internet. And a lot of people, if their internet isn't working, they're really happy to see him. Because he fixes their internet, and everybody can't live without their internet. You know that. So, you know, sometimes he gets tips here and there. A lot of times he doesn't, but sometimes he does. And sometimes you get some very interesting tips. And I can tell you some of the interesting ones. He's actually gotten some, like a whole case of Lysol before. Like, they just bought a whole bunch for the COVID, and then they didn't need it anymore, so they gave him a whole case of it. So we have Lysol for about 3 years. But that's just an example. But yesterday, it was yesterday, he got a tip, and you guys, it was almost like gold, because you know the price of eggs. Well, we live sort of in a more country area, or at least he was working out a little bit more in a country area where people have farm animals and things. And these people had chickens, and they gave him 18 green eggs. So we've never tasted green eggs before, and we didn't try today. He made a quiche with the other eggs that we had because they were going bad. We don't do a lot of eggs in our house. But these are green eggs, and I've never had them. Has anybody had green eggs before? I mean, the outside of them look white. They're not green in color, but look at how beautiful that cabbage is, guys. Doesn't it look real? Oh, it's so cute. So this one's a little bit smaller than this one, but this one looks a little bit more leafy. I think I'm going to keep it small because I'm worried we're going to run out of room in here. So we'll have to see between the two. But yeah, it was very interesting that he was given that. But so you guys like that too? Now last night too, we took some of our distress ink and we did a little bit of, you know, coloring of this. Hi Lucy, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to put these off to the side. So we're done with those. Now we're going to work on something else. Because you guys know we're going to fill up this box and make it really cute, right? So I've got some stuff hidden in here too. So there's still a couple more things we're going to do. You have, Melissa? I heard, are they a little bit sweeter? How do you like them? Thank you. It was my very first cabbage. This one was. And you guys saw my second cabbage, and we did it with hot glue. You guys don't need the U pins. Okay. So I'm gonna take this stuff out and put them over here. All right, so here is the inside of our box. So this is what we're gonna be working on. Hi, Sue. Yes, they taste like regular eggs. Oh, really? They do? Somebody said there were green eggs inside, not green shell. I never heard of it. Interesting. Yes, they're green eggs. I mean, I don't think my husband was going to open one, but I'll take a picture of them and post them. I am well. I was just watching your ATC video. Did you like what we made? See, we're making cabbages again it was kind of like a trick. It was not a trick, but it was kind of like a, hey, look what we're doing today. All right, guys. So I picked this up offline as part of the story. And it has part of and I printed it on mulberry paper because you guys know I wanted to do a little rustic and something different. So it's Benjamin Bunny and I almost said Peter Tork, you guys. Peter Tork, Peter Rabbit. So I'm going to take just my regular little paintbrush here and we're going to do the ripping method with the water because I want to go ahead and because of the shape of this box, I'm going to kind of do a ripping method because I want to put both pieces in there and I'm going to put it on the very back of this box. So that's what I plan on doing. And this mulberry paper, it rips so gentle and so easy. Now, you can do like a circular motion, not circular motion, but like a circular pattern, however you want it. I'm just going to kind of take off some of this excess because I don't need all this white space in my box because the box is actually pretty. It's beautiful. It's blue background. And I don't need this little line back here. So I'm just going to make that wet so I can pull that apart. And then that way I just have a nice little book, like a piece of the book that got ripped out. Different breeds of chickens lay different color shells. See, the shells are white. At least they looked white to me when he brought them in. They may look a little green tinted. I don't know. Our lighting isn't the greatest in that kitchen, but I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure where he is at this moment. He might be outside. We have to get a lawnmower. We have to get another wheel for our lawnmower. He may have went to go do that too, because we can't mow our grass without a wheel. It fell off a couple weeks ago. Luckily, our grass hasn't grown. My daughter has chickens with different colored shells, but normal inside. Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard of that either. There are so many different types of, phenomenons and breeds that you can do now. Okay, so there's my one piece. And I know it's, it's on that mulberry paper, but that's kind of what I wanted. So we're going to just kind of Mod Podge that in the book. Actually, you guys, I think I'm just going to use my glue because that Mod Podge gave me a hard time today and I don't want to ruin the box. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to read this to you all. Hello, Joanne. I got your message, girl. I just got some rice paper from Amazon. You did? That's, I need to get myself some rice paper. I don't have any. I just have like whatever I have here, but I love this mulberry paper, honestly, you guys. It doesn't, the little like specks in there, it doesn't bother me. Oh, wait till you see the whole thing done. You guys are gonna flip out. Hopefully. Hopefully you will see my vision. It says, little Benjamin said that the first thing to be done was to get back Peter's clothes in order that they might be able to use the pocket handkerchief. They took them off the scarecrow. There had been rain during the night. There was water in the shoes and the coat was somewhat shrunk. Benjamin tried the Tam O'Shanter, but it was too big for him. The Tale of Benjamin Bunny by Beatrix Potter, 1904. Do you know my great-grandmother was born in 1904? That's how long this story has been in our lives. And I just love the way it's still alive, you guys, because there's so many things that, that go away. And I don't know. I feel like that's not the water, Christy. You guys didn't see that. I dipped it in my paint pot. I feel like a piece of me goes away with some of this stuff that gets discontinued. It's kind of sad. Okay, but I like this paper and the rice paper because then you can just kind of shred it with, you know, with the water. So, but then we're going to put the story inside like that. So I think that's what, so then it's going to lay like that because this is going to open. We're going to have this open. Now I may keep it to where I'm going to prop it open. I haven't decided yet because I'm sure this is going to be going in my collection, but who knows, you guys? I might make more. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just put the glue in here. I'm just going to kind of leave it like that because I want the story and that to be in there in the background. So I know, you guys, like I said, I'm excited about this one. All right, let me push my glue open a little bit. I'm just going in on my corners because that's what's most important. I'll probably, you know, I'll put a couple strips in here, but the corners is what's really important to me. And if I decide later, I might go back and do a little Mod Podging, but there we go. I just kind of want to put it right like that. But how cute is it to line things? I don't know about you. It is a beautiful box, isn't it? And I got it. Hi, Drew. My son is here. I was just talking about you. How you got to marry her. Hello, Stephanie. How are you? I was just we were talking about grandkids, and I said, well, I don't have any yet, but, you know, my kids are old enough to give me some if they wanted to, but when they're ready, when they're ready. Okay. So now I'm putting the story inside of the box like this. But what I was saying is, I don't know about you guys, but I tend to love like the purses that are like lined inside when they have like a pretty little liner inside. You guys know what I mean? Vera Bradley is one of my favorite brands that I love. Thank you for sprinkling and opening the craft box, Joanne. Okay. So that is darling. That is darling. Okay, now we are going to be working on, what was the other thing? Oh, I wanted to stamp a little stamp on this, and I'm actually going to just keep it off of here. Oh no, Mom's talking about you. I know, but it was all good things. I love those too. Oh, the Vera Bradleys. I know. Didn't we find one when we went shopping, Sandra? Ugh. Girl, I need to go shopping again with you. I'm having like, you know, withdrawals. That was so much fun. All right. So where's my stamp? Be careful not to lose your stamp. This stamp set comes, I meant to tell you guys last night if you were watching with the ATC cards, this one is at Dollar Tree. So look for that one. It says the garden and stuff. We're also going to use this one down here. We're going to do that at the end though. Oh, my stuff is falling, you guys, but that's okay. So I'm just kind of pushing it down in my ink. And these are the best stamps, the acrylic ones, to use something like on this that has got like a round edge. So I'm just gonna lay it down, and then we're just gonna kind of go back and forth. And I'm just gonna push it on there. But look at that. And that just, it elevated it so much. Went to our Hobby Lobby. They didn't have the rabbits. They didn't have rabbit stickers. I wonder if you can still get them online. I'll see if I can find a link. You have this one? You have this one, Lucy? See, you can do this with your peat pots, and it just makes it look so cute. I love the little writing on it, right? Now, we'll probably go in a little bit later and do a little bit more of that. But for now, I want to go ahead and put a little bit of this raffia inside, because I want to put an egg in here. or I want to put a couple eggs in here. And I just have the little ones from the Dollar Tree. Nothing too crazy. Of course, Christy likes to make messes when she crafts, but that's okay. I think I say that's okay like the most words that come out of my mouth in this craft room. I say that all the time. Well, that's okay. Because it is, you guys. It is. Okay, there we go. So there's that. Now I'm going to use these eggs because they look a little bit like the theme. I've got the blue. I think I'm going to do the blue and the pink. Maybe the white one too. So these are the ones that you get from Dollar Tree. And I just pull them off. I think we're going to do those 3. And it's okay if they're, you know, kind of hanging out like that, because that's what I wanted to do with them. Sandra being a little turd not saying hi to us. She might be doing something. Knowing Sandra, she's probably getting ready for her event tomorrow. School might still be in session too. To be honest, I haven't talked to Sandra in a couple days, and I'm having withdrawals from that too. All right. It's all good. We love you anyway. All right, so then I'm gonna put my blue one here in the back, kind of laying on its side. Okay. So look at how cute that is, minus the glue strings. Isn't that cute? All right. Now, what do I have next? There's a couple other things I wanted to add in here. The best is for last, of course. So we're pretty much, I think we're pretty much to a point where we can start putting this together. So like I said, when you have, oh, I also have this little thing. I don't know if it's going to go in here or not, but I just grabbed it just to kind of see how it would do. I'm going to take a sip of my drink while you guys are saying hi to each other. Okay. So you can use foam too, especially if you're going to stick stuff in here. But you guys, I don't know if you have the same like brain as me, or sort of, but you guys can use these little candles that you get off your candles. Like when you're done with your candles and they come with like these tops. Do you guys save them? I do. We all can save everything, right? Or even if you have like a few of these like little things from Dollar Tree, like wood things, even one of the wood crates would be okay. So we're going to elevate this a little bit. So what I want to do is put these inside, and I'm going to start doing this here. Or you can use one of these too if you wanted, but you kind of want things to be set in here too. So, hi Mom, you came in at a good time. I did most of my little crafts, and now we're going to put it together. So I'm going to elevate this, and then I'm going to put my other things in it. Now, I want to put a little bit of moss, so this is where I want your opinion. Should I do the green raffia, or, because it kind of matches this already, or should I do this moss, because I want to lay a little bit down. So should I do this, or should I do the green raffia? Send me hearts if you want to do this, and send me likes if you want me to do the raffia. And I'm going to give it a minute while you guys do that. Because I'm not sure if I want to do a bow. Look, Mom, I look like a little farmer today. And it goes with my outfit. I mean, it goes with my craft. And I totally just got this in the mail. It was supposed to come tomorrow, but there was a knock at my door. I was about to go live, and it was UPS. And I was like, oh, it's my jumper. And I was like, okay, well, I got to wear it because it goes with the craft. Okay, I'm seeing hearts. So you guys want to do this moss then. Okay, you got it. So let me take some of this out. You guys know this is messy, but it's okay. We're here for it. We're here for it. All right, I'm trying to get it inside of the box and not on the floor. And if you always have one little sucker like that, you can always cut it out. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to spread this stuff goes a long way. So I'm going to spread it out just a little bit. I might need some more. Yeah, we're going to definitely need some more. But I'm going to spread it out a little bit. I don't want to fill it to the top, but I do want to set my items down on it. So you could always use the help of your scissors too. Don't lose your scissors in your moss though. I feel like I'm giving the Grinch a haircut at this point. All right, so I'm gonna pull it all apart kind of as I put it in here. And because that book is gonna lay down on here, I don't need to really put some there. And you'll play with it, okay? All right, so I don't know how we're gonna do this yet. So we're gonna kind of put this together just a little bit. So I'm gonna put my book down on top where I have my little wood piece, right? Ooh, it's actually really big. I didn't realize it was gonna be so big, but that's okay. And then I have my carrot that we made. Are you laughing at me, Sandra? Are you laughing with me, Sandra? We're gonna have a little carrot that we made, and I'm gonna kind of stick that in the back because that's a bigger piece. And then I'm gonna definitely use my little cabbage. And now I'm thinking we may, no, I think I kind of want to keep it like that. I'm gonna put my cabbage down like that. And then we'll put our little peat pot down like that. And then we have this cute little thing so far. And then I don't know if we're going to do the jar, but I think I'm going to stick it here just for giggles because I do have a plan. Now I'm thinking I'm going to move the carrot back this way so I can see my story. Okay. So are you guys... Poo Grinch. Oh, poor Grinch. I need to get better glasses, you guys. I'm reading this all wrong. Okay. Now, are you guys, I don't know if you guys are ready for it, okay? But this is my final, this is my idea. So, oh, wait, we got to put our flowers in. I did get these flowers. I think I'm going to put them over here in the corner. These I actually got specifically for this craft because it's that beautiful blue. And I think they were like $2 at Walmart. These are from Walmart, you guys. And now that I think about it, I think I got gypped because I think they're supposed to be 3. But that's okay. It'll be okay. We'll still work with it. Now, obviously, we're not going to be messing with this. So, yeah, I'm kind of like in the flowers like that. Okay. So, are you guys loving this so far? I'm loving it so far myself. Okay. You guys aren't ready for this though, right? Let me show you what my idea was. Wait, where's my other stuff? Okay, here it is. So, there's a couple options you can do on this, but I'm going to do this one part. Reminds me of the 80s event when you were finding fur for after we... I know. Red Fraggle was totally in my craft. She still is in my craft room. I know. Okay. So you guys, Peter Rabbit, what did he do? Well, he had to get his coat back, right? So I made him a little coat. I made him a little coat and I made a little pocket right here. And we're going to put something that resembles a handkerchief. And then the coat has got little buttons. You guys, this is just coffee stained batting. And I painted it. I painted it with like a coffee, like I painted it with like, just kind of watered down the paint a little bit and put it on there. But you guys, my idea, and I know it kind of hides this, but it's okay because it's going to be cute. My idea, let me turn this around real quick because I have to see what I'm doing here. So I was going to put a little clothesline back here, or you could set up like the farmer had it. Here, I'm going to put my cup here for a second, you guys, just so it kind of can hold up for a second. So you could do skewers. And that's why I said you could use your foam pieces, and then you can just have it kind of be off to the side like this and just kind of stick it down in there. That would be really cute. I don't know if my clothesline thing is going to work or not, so we'll try both of them. Otherwise, I'm going to get up and get some other things. But I have this little piece. So I would probably, yeah, we're going to have to trim this. So hold on. Hold on, people. You could probably even use the red, the wire too, but I was just thinking the clothesline would be cute. So let me go ahead and put some clothespins in this. Oh my God, so cute. You guys, this has been in my brain since I found this box. And my husband was like, what are you going to do with that box? And I'm like, you're going to wait and see what I do with this box. So he saw my vision today and he was like, okay. Husbands don't understand sometimes. You just have to, you just have to tell them to go with the flow. Just be quiet. Go with the flow. He did do an awesome job though last night. Okay. They're not staying very well, but it's probably because, I don't know. But this is my plan. And I know it hides it, but it's still part of, you could still see it back there. So I was going to put the little coat on the clothesline. Oops, I lost my clothespin. Hold on. And then now I think we're done. Almost done. There's one more thing I want to do. Okay, are you ready? Hold on. Let me bring my drink. Where did you get the box? It came from Ross, Wanda. You have a Ross. You have to go to Ross. I'll show you here in 1 second. I'm going to see if I can find these, but the boxes, you can do this with any box, really. It doesn't, but you can put a little Velcro or if you have it set up, but oh my gosh. How cute is that? Hello, Miss Pam Powers. How are you? Look what we made. We made Peter Rabbit box. It's a little vignette. That's what we made. But there's one more thing I want to make with this. So hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm going to take my drink. All right. So I got to grab some of my paper. Ooh, this is actually perfect because I want some of that old look. All right, guys. Hold on 1 second. I gotta think for a second. I have an idea. So you guys can let me know what you guys think. What's your favorite? I have 2 Ross stores. Maybe I can find it. I hope you can. They're not expensive either. There were only, this one was the biggest one and it was $5.99. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you the other 2 because I had to go back and get the other 2. Those were even cheaper. All right, so now I have, where's that stamp set? There it is. It's right in front of me, Christy. All right. I just kind of made this old looking, like an old worn out sign. There's this. I need this. Thank you. You love all of it? I love all of it too. I was so excited when I started putting this together in my head. And those flowers just did it for me. I was like, oh my gosh, those flowers are so cute. All right, so I have this this comes in the stamp set that I was just showing. And it is it's kind of like a frame type stamp. So this is my goal. Now, I do not have the best handwriting, guys, so you guys are going to have to bear with me with that one. And, of course, I don't have a black pen. Is this black? Yes, it is. Okay. All right. This is the part where Christy gets quiet because I'm writing. I know that vignettes are definitely a thing right now. Like a lot of the crafters, a lot of my friend crafters are doing them. So I figured it's, you know, it's something that I gotta jump on the bandwagon for. So this is what we're doing. I made a little sign for this. And then if you remember this story, you're gonna appreciate it. Now, I don't have a little skewer or something at the moment to put this on, but that's okay. We're going to stick this in here. And then I probably will need a little skewer. But do you guys see what it says? It says, no bunnies. Because of the garden. Mr. McGregor, right? It was Farmer McGregor. Was that his name? Farmer McGregor, I think it was. It was his name. So this is what would go in here. So I think this is super cute. We would have to, you know what I'm going to do? Where's my tape? I'm just going to put this in here for now. This is that tape I told you guys about last night. It's like that really thick, like Gorilla Glue tape. Who was it that said, my husband said it's bear tape? I think it was Shonda. Anyway, but the other thing that I was thinking that you could do though is just take like a skewer and just kind of glue this onto it like it's the scarecrow. It's the perfect touch. He was so mean. I know, right? What are you putting in the pocket? Oh, yes, we have to put something in the pocket. That's right, the handkerchief. So I have my, I have some fabric here. Hold on, let me see what would look good with a handkerchief. I don't remember what the color of the handkerchief was. Do you guys remember? I don't think it's there, but I know it was a handkerchief. Should we do like a bright color? I don't even know, you guys. Ooh. What is my husband's sock doing in here? You guys, I found my husband's sock in my things. So I have this. This one would be really cute. Or I have a bright color. That's more of like a scarf type thing. Here, let me take this apart. I know I'm not in the shot, you guys, but it's okay. You guys don't need to see me anyway. Did my moth swallow my scissors? Do you guys see my scissors anywhere? I lost my scissors. I think they're over, I don't know. I don't know where they went. I think I lost them. But look, see, there's a real pocket there. I really made a pocket. Oh, see, it's all in the details, you guys. It's all in the details. Does that look okay? Or does it need to be bigger? All right, look, is it on this thing? There we go. There we go. Look at it, guys. Look at this. Isn't it cute? So there's our book. I love how you always match your craft. Listen, I got this at my door 5 minutes before I went live. Like literally, I was ready to hit the live button and I was like, wait, I'm just going to wear this because I look like a farmer. It's actually supposed to not even have the little thing, but I don't know. I'm trying it out. It's a new look for me. We'll see what happens. It was really cute. Oh, and I had a coupon, so I have to always, you know, embrace the coupons, you guys. But look at it, even with like the extra little cabbage next to it, it just looks so cute. Tonight?
Tomorrow night.
Sure. Why don't you just talk? Speaking of, outfits. That's what she wants. She wants to go look. Okay, so you got to give me some hearts and tell me what rating was this, because I absolutely love it. And then remember, we have the story on the back too, so it's all kind of together. Does the handkerchief look okay, Sue? I don't know. I might try the farmer thing too if I feel like it. I might just do that one. You love it. It's adorable. I love this one too, you guys. I outdid myself with this one, I think. But like I said, a vignette is really cute. And these were just really simple. See how little, simple, easy little crafts can just make up something so cute. I'm going to put this on a skewer, I think, because I don't like the way it looks like that. But it was just kind of what I had to work with at the moment. But yes, and we could even do, like, you see how I told you, you can like move this around in different ways, but you see how like you can totally like push this through here. That's why we left like that ribbon open. Like, I don't know, but you can play around with this as much or as little as you want. I just think it looked really cute. But let me show you the other ones. 10, you love. It's a 10. Woohoo! I'm so glad you guys like it. Okay. Now that it's falling apart on me, it's because I messed with it. But let me show you the other books that I got, you guys. Not books. The other boxes. So they had a whole set. And to be honest, I bought this one and I went back for the other two. It haunted me. I like ran in there in my lunch break. This one was $3.99. This one is the Benjamin Bunny one. And for this one, I would say, see it's green inside. I would say you can do a carrot and like another little cabbage. You could do a smaller cabbage with your smaller balls. And then I would make his little hat, whatever that thing was called again. And you can also use, this is what I was going to do on one of them, because I only have one of these and I can't remember where I got, but the mushrooms too, like even that would be cute in here. Oh, this would actually look cute in here, huh. But we put that there already. But yeah, you can put it in there too. That would look really cute. I don't know where I got these. Does anybody recognize them? I think it was Joann's, but I had it in my stash and I had got them out. There's that one. And then you guys would love this one, and I have a perfect idea for this one. So it's Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. Isn't that one adorable too? So if pink is your thing, this is definitely one of them. So with this one, you guys, you see how they have the little tea set? I am going to do this one with this little tea set. That one would look so cute with it, right? With the little flower tea set on there. It looks almost just like the tea set that's on the box. It's so cute. It's so cute, you guys. So that one I would definitely do. And this one I would definitely put a doily in, because you see how like they're having, you could do butterflies in this one, and it looks like they have the blue, you know, the berries. So this one was $4.99. So $5.99, $4.99, and $3.99 for like all of them. So to me, it was worth it. So I'm gonna probably make more of these, you guys. And I wish I had more money. I would have bought the rest of them, because I think there's another one over there. But you guys, check out your Ross's, check out your store. I'm probably going to see if they have them online anywhere. Yes, Joanne's getting excited. Yes, yes, the tea set. I know that one's going to be super fun to make. So this one might be my like Fun Friday series until Easter. I think we're going to just make one every time, every Friday now, just so you guys can see, you know, what you can do. But yeah, that's my craft for today. I hope you guys had fun. I'm sorry I kept you so long, but you've seen the mushroom at Joann's? Okay, I thought it may have been Joann's. Well, now we got to check it out for sure, because now it'll be on sale and clearanced out and everything. So, but get yourself some books. And a lot of you that did my auction, you're getting one of these napkins. those of you that won napkins, or even if you didn't, I think I included the napkins in the orders. I did most of you anyway, but if you need a napkin, I can send you a napkin, so let me know. Thank you. Hello, Kimmy. So yes, I was super excited about this, so I'm going to set this up probably over by my mantle, and then I'll take a picture tomorrow so you can see it during the day. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you, Joanne. All right, guys. Well, that is it for me. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Make sure you tune into your favorite events tomorrow. The Quad Squad is on. Some of our favorite friends are going to be on there. It's their 2-year anniversary. So how did you dry the coffee filters? Oh, I put them in the oven, Wanda, at 170. Check with your oven, and I left them in there for about an hour, but you want to, keep checking in on them. That's what I did. I actually did the batting. I did the coffee stain, and then I was actually painting this after I got off work today, you guys. So I had to put the little coat in the oven for a little while, and I just put it very low setting at like 170, 150, 170, and then, I just keep checking on it, but it dries pretty quickly. So I don't have any real blue on my hands anymore. So thank you, Lucy. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll try to look for something that resembles these boxes, because I know, and if you guys want the printout of the book inside, let me know, because I have that saved on my phone. I just kind of took a screenshot from the, it was like a Britain, website that was like promoting the book and stuff again. So I have the story and the picture. So if you want that, just let me know. And then I'll keep an eye out for see where we can find the boxes. But even if you don't find the boxes, you guys, you can use any type of box for this type of thing. You don't have to just wait for the box. But look at the colors, look at the textures for everything. See, what kind of goes in your bunny garden. So, all right, guys, I'm out for the night. I love you. I will probably hop on. I'm not in an event tomorrow. But I'll be watching you guys from in between doing our errands and stuff. And then I will probably be on sometime Sunday. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you for joining me for Fun Friday. Bye.